Hey everyone, in today's video I'll be going over my thoughts on the new game beta from 1047 Studios, Splitgate Arena Warfare. After spending some time streaming it and getting to know it, the game's kind of like a weird love child between Halo and Portal, which means I love it and hate it at the same time. To start off, Splitgate Arena Warfare is like a Halo 2-esque first-person shooter that has added portals that function shockingly similar to the game Portal. You use a portal gun to fire one of two types of portals to link them, and then can step through them or just look through them and shoot at other players. More on that later. Each player starts off a match with the same base gun and pistol, and can find other weapons such as a sniper, SMG, battle rifle, or shotgun scattered across each map. The only other gear players are equipped with is a throwable EMP grenade for disabling enemy portals, and your very own portal gun. The game has different modes such as a free-for-all, team deathmatch, and King of the Hill as its main ranked match-made game types, while also offering a server browser with no matchmaking for anything unranked, where players can better define their own rules to play by. Overall, this game has an interesting concept and a ton of potential, but also has some major issues I'd like to point out that I feel would be significant if not fixed. The first thing that many will take note of the first time they play an FPS is how the gunplay feels. Anything from how the ADS system feels, how shooting the gun causes the reticle and bullet spread to react, and most importantly how consistently hitbox detection does its job. Right off the bat, I noticed that Splitgate's gunplay feels like an old Halo game, and for all the wrong reasons. The aiming and shooting feel very clunky and dated, on top of the fact that ADSing on a majority of weapons is mostly useless since recoil is so unmanageable while scoped. You're bound to miss nearly every shot after the first few bullets on anything that auto-fires, so you'll constantly find yourself playing spray and pray with other players, and eventually, that starts to get annoying. Myself and other friends also noticed a very annoying inconsistent time to kill with weapons, many times leading me to feel a massive lack of confidence going into engagements, since many times I would unload a magazine into the back of someone and they would turn around and kill me before I could even reload. If it was just bad aim on my part, well, that's user error, but there were times I'd open up with a melee and point-blank fire at someone just to get hit a handful of times and die. Not only that, but a lack of minimap or any sort of leads as to where someone was very annoying, since people have a large amount of freedom to move around the map utilizing the portals, meaning you could be getting shot from a random direction and have no idea or information where it was actually coming from. The portals lead to new issues entirely in an FPS game, and I'm interested to see how 1041 Studios actually plans on keeping the game balanced with them. The portals work by requiring a player to shoot them at a light blue pattern patch, and they're scattered across the map. There's no distance limit, and the portals will last until they're either destroyed or you die. You can walk through, see through, and shoot through your own portal, but enemies or other players on your team can only walk through and blind fire through them. Thankfully, there are systems such as the reticle turning red or the portal flashing if an enemy is standing on the other side of it. The portals seem to be mostly focused on allowing a more tactical and free movement across the maps to get to different areas and guns quickly. However, I noticed what's far more effective was just shooting a portal at the highest point with the most visibility and then linking it in some secluded corner of the map where I could shoot a sniper or battle rifle through it at other players. Since portals are quickly scattered everywhere, and there's no way to really identify which one it came from, it means you can pretty much just sit in a completely safe area pot-shotting other players. Also, the portal mechanics manage to feel a bit clunky and inconsistent. The portals are very specific on your character model having their whole body trying to get through the portal. And since the game is a first person only, you'll usually find yourself smacking into a wall repeatedly while getting shot mercilessly because your pinky toe is slightly too low. This is far from the more seamless combat the game states it offers. I feel the big thing to consider with this is that adding portals to an FPS is not so outlandish of an idea that it should have taken this long for someone to try it unless there was a reason it was avoided. We'll need to see if 1041 can actually make it work, but honestly I feel the portals will be a constant thorn in this game's side. To wrap things up, I know I'm coming at this game kind of harsh, and I think it's because I see so much potential to it, and I really do want to like it. As someone who really liked the old Halo-style combat, it would be great to see it come back, but with a more modern tuning. This game unfortunately feels too unrefined in core FPS aspects to really make good on that. Plus, since it's a beta, we can safely assume they won't be making any major or game-changing revisions before launching it unless they plan to pull a Warframe or a Paladins. I also feel that it was a bit odd they spent time making a ranked mode for a beta, when core aspects of the game really need some work before it can even come close to its competition in the FPS market. If the beta is anything to go by, this game will also lack a substantial amount of features that will leave it being a mostly bare-bones shooter that I feel will only last about as long as the novelty of Halo plus Portal. Hopefully, there's more to this game and the developers spend some more time remaining time, trying to polish the little things about this game. If so, you'll be sure to see me in the arena. Anyways, I've rambled enough about this game. If you liked the video, please consider giving it a thumbs up or leaving a comment, and if you disliked it, smack that big old dislike button. Also, if you'd like to see more content like this, feel free to subscribe, as I'll be trying to upload twice or so a week, between streaming, with small highlight clip drops in between when time allows. You can also feel free to drop by when I'm live streaming to ask me my opinion on just about anything you want. The link's in the description. Have a great night, everyone, and I'll see you on the next video.